before I knew Big. That's why the situation was so. That's why it lasted so long because it was so personal. And it's not about nothing with court shit, with none of that shit. We're not going to even address that, but it's nothing to do with that. My apology was I wasn't a good brother to her. When Big died, she held me down. And I wasn't acknowledging that the way I was supposed to.
Biggie was the type of person to motivate you. He always wanted anyone to succeed. He always wanted everybody to have a better life for themselves.
The relationship between Lil Kim and Biggie was complicated and far from normal. Lil Cease recently shared some eye-opening truths about what really happened between them before Biggie's death. He revealed a side of their story that many people never knew, showing that Lil Kim was not the villain many believed her to be. In fact, she was one of the realest people Biggie ever had in his life. Lil Cease explained that he knew Lil Kim even before he met Biggie. Their relationship was very personal, which is why it lasted for so long. It wasn't about courts or drama, but about deep connections. Despite the negative stories that came out, Lil Cease made it clear that Lil Kim deserved more credit for standing by Biggie during his life and even after he passed away. This perspective challenges the harsh judgments and rumors that have followed. Lil Kim for years. One shocking part of their story is the violent and painful moments Lil Kim experienced with Biggie. She once spoke about a fight in the studio where Biggie threw her headphones and then choked her in an elevator until she passed out. This is a very dark and disturbing part of their history, but it shows the reality of their relationship. Kim didn't hide from these truths. She talked openly about the struggles she faced with Biggie, including his unfaithfulness and the difficulties in their connection. Despite all this, Lil Kim continued to love Biggie. She admitted that even though he was with other women and had many flaws, she still had feelings for him. Their relationship was messy and complicated, much like many real-life relationships. The story shows that Lil Kim was more than just a side character in Biggie's life. She was deeply involved and affected by what happened. After Biggie died, Lil Kim faced a lot of backlash. Many people accused her of betraying Biggie's legacy and turning her back on him. These accusations damaged her career and reputation. One of the biggest blows came from how she was portrayed in the 2009 movie Notorious. The film showed Lil Kim in a negative light, which she felt was disrespectful and unfair. She was not consulted for the movie, and she said the way she was shown was completely wrong and hurtful. The troubles didn't end there. Lil Kim also had issues with Biggie's estate, run by his mother, Valletta Wallace. The estate refused to let her use Biggie's music samples or references, which prevented her from honoring him through her art. This block was not just about legal paperwork. Many believed it was personal. Seemed like the estate wanted to distance itself from Lil Kim after her criticism of the film and her own public struggles. Valletta Wallace was very vocal about her dislike for Lil Kim. She called Lil Kim a liar and an exhibitionist, even accusing her of stealing from Biggie's home. These harsh words added to the challenges Lil Kim faced in preserving Biggie's legacy and maintaining her own place in the hip-hop world. Despite these attacks, Lil Kim continued to keep her dignity and stayed strong. Lil Cease, who was once part of the group of people fueling negativity against Lil Kim, has since changed his view. He publicly apologized for his past actions and acknowledged that Lil Kim was loyal to Biggie and deserved respect. He shared that Lil Kim had been there for Biggie in good times and bad, and that her support was real and sincere. This apology helped to bring some healing to the long-standing feud and misunderstanding. The tension between Lil Kim and Lil Cease goes back to a 2005 perjury trial where Lil Cease testified against Lil Kim. She was accused of lying about her involvement in a shooting incident at a New York radio station. At that time, their relationship was broken, and Lil Kim made it clear she didn't want anything to do with Lil Cease or his people. But years later, they reconciled, showing that time and forgiveness can mend even the deepest wounds. In 2019, at a tribute dinner for Biggie's birthday, Lil Cease expressed his love and respect for Lil Kim. He called her his sister, even though they were not related by blood. This moment was a public display of reconciliation and unity after years of conflict. Lil Kim described that moment as a spiritual awakening, a way to mend Biggie's broken heart through their own healing. Lil Kim's loyalty went beyond words. Despite all the drama and hardships, she showed up at Valletta Wallace's funeral. The same woman who had blocked her from honoring Biggie's music. This act surprised many people and showed Lil Kim's class and respect for family. No matter the past differences, while some people still think Lil Kim betrayed Biggie, the story shared by Lil Cease and the evidence of her actions suggest otherwise. Lil Kim was misjudged, erased, and disrespected in many ways. She was a strong woman who faced difficult circumstances with courage and remained loyal to the man she loved. Lil Kim's early career was full of challenges. When she joined Junior Mafia, the hip-hop group led by Biggie, she was introduced to Diddy, who managed many artists at the time. However, despite being close to Diddy, Lil Kim was never signed to his Bad Boy Records label. Diddy reportedly did not believe she was good enough to succeed as a female rapper. Even after her debut album Hardcore sold over 1 million copies, Diddy refused to sign her. Thinking female rappers couldn't achieve that kind of success? Lil Kim has spoken openly about her disappointment with Diddy, especially during her time in prison. She spent a year behind bars for federal perjury from 2005 to 2006. During this time, she was hurt that Diddy never visited or supported her. Celebrities like Oprah and Tyra Banks wrote to her. Diddy was absent. She even called out Diddy for visiting Lil Wayne in prison instead of her, which made her feel betrayed. After her release, Lil Kim found out that Diddy was working with her rival, Nicki Minaj. This added to the sense of betrayal, especially when Diddy publicly supported Nicki Minaj as his artist and distanced himself from Lil Kim. Despite this, Lil Kim kept a professional attitude and said she wasn't involved in negativity or beef. But she did express how much Diddy's actions hurt her. Lil Kim's story shows the challenges female rappers face in the industry. Despite her talent and success, she had to deal with unfair treatment and a lack of support from people who were supposed to help her. Her perseverance and resilience made her a role model for many aspiring artists who faced similar obstacles. The hate and criticism towards Lil Kim started early and were fueled by many misunderstandings. Some of it was based on rumors, some on personal grudges, and some on the way the media portrayed her. The truth, as Lil Cease and others have revealed, is much more complex and shows Lil Kim as a woman who stood her ground and stayed true to herself and to Biggie. Biggie's life was full of drama, with many women involved and many secrets. Lil Kim admitted she was his mistress while he was married, and their relationship had its ups and downs. Stories about Faith Evans, Biggie's wife, fighting with Lil Kim over Biggie were common. Faith's dislike for Lil Kim was mainly because of the way Kim and Biggie acted like family while hiding their affair. Despite all this, Lil Kim stayed loyal and even attended important family events, showing that her connection to Biggie was more than just a fling. She honored his memory through her music, performances, and by keeping the family together through dinners and gatherings. The public's perception of Lil Kim was shaped by many things beyond her control. The notorious movie, the refusal of Biggie's estate to allow her to use his music, and the harsh words from Valletta Wallace all played a part in pushing her out of the spotlight. But Lil Kim never gave up on honoring Biggie and kept fighting for her place in hip-hop history. Lil Cease's apology and recognition of Lil Kim's loyalty was an important step in correcting the story. He admitted that he was wrong to fuel negativity and that Lil Kim has always been real and supportive. This acknowledgement helps fans see Lil Kim in a new light and appreciate her contributions. The story of Lil Kim and Biggie is not just about love and betrayal, it's about loyalty, pain, and resilience. Lil Kim faced abuse, heartbreak, public attacks, and career obstacles, but remained strong and true to her roots. Her ability to forgive, heal, and keep moving forward is a lesson in strength. In the world of hip-hop, where loyalty is prized, Lil Kim's story reminds us that things are not always as simple as they seem. People make mistakes, relationships are messy, but true loyalty shines through. Lil Kim's journey shows that even when the world turns against you, standing firm and being honest about your experiences can change the narrative. Today, many fans and insiders are re-examining Lil Kim's legacy. The harsh judgments and rumors are being questioned, and her role as a pioneer for female rappers is being recognized. Lil Kim paved the way for many women in the industry, showing that talent and courage can break barriers. The story also highlights the challenges women face in male-dominated industries like hip-hop. Lil Kim had to fight against stereotypes, unfair treatment, and betrayal by those close to her. Her success, despite these challenges, is inspiring to many. Lil Cease's revelations bring new understanding to the complicated history between Lil Kim and Biggie. They show that Lil Kim was much more than what the media portrayed. She was a loyal friend, a fierce artist, and a woman who faced her struggles head-on. The story encourages us to look deeper and not judge people based on rumors or partial stories. Lil Kim's experience teaches us about forgiveness, loyalty, and the power of truth. It also shows that people can change, as seen with Lil Cease's apology and the healing between them. In conclusion, the relationship between Lil Kim and Biggie was filled with love, pain, loyalty, and challenges. Lil Cease's words helped clear the air and reveal a side of Lil Kim that many didn't know. She was not a betrayer, but a loyal supporter who stood by Biggie through thick and thin. Despite the hardships, Lil Kim's strength and loyalty remain a powerful part of hip-hop history. Her story is a reminder that behind every public figure, there is a human being with complex emotions and struggles. Understanding this helps us see them in a more compassionate light. Lil Kim's journey, as told by Lil Cease and through her own words, is a story of resilience, loyalty, and the power of standing up for what you believe in. As we reflect on their story, it's important to remember that people's lives are complicated and cannot be judged by simple rumors or portrayals. Lil Kim's legacy, her love for Biggie, and her fight for respect deserve recognition. This truth, finally told, gives us a fuller picture of two people who shared a deep but difficult bond, certainly, continuing with more depth and detail to reach the requested length and keep the script engaging. Lil Kim's struggles were not just about her relationship with Biggie, but also about her own journey as a woman in a tough industry. Female rappers have always had to fight harder to get respect and recognition. Lil Kim broke many barriers with her bold style, confident lyrics, and fearless attitude. Yet, despite her success, she often found herself fighting battles behind the scenes that many fans didn't know about. Her time with Junior Mafia was a big part of her rise to fame. This group, started by Biggie, gave her a platform to showcase her talent. But even in this supportive environment, Lil Kim faced challenges. One of the biggest was dealing with Diddy, who was a powerful figure in the music world. Diddy managed many top artists and controlled a large part of the industry, but he never signed Lil Kim to his label. This lack of support was a major setback. For her, Diddy's attitude toward Lil Kim was complicated. On one hand, he helped manage her career, but on the other, he didn't believe in her ability to succeed as a female rapper. Lil Kim shared stories about how when she first met him, he wasn't impressed and doubted she had what it took. He reportedly said she was too pretty to be rapping, which reflects the unfair stereotypes female rappers had to face. Even after Lil Kim proved herself by selling millions of albums, Diddy remained distant. During her prison sentence, Diddy didn't visit or send support, while others like Oprah and Tyra Banks did. This lack of support hurt Lil Kim deeply and added to the feelings of betrayal. Meanwhile, Diddy began working with Nicki Minaj, who became one of Lil Kim's biggest rivals in the rap world. When asked about this, Diddy publicly claimed Nicki was his artist, but Lil Kim was not. This statement caused more tension and made fans wonder about the loyalty in the music industry. Despite all this, Lil Kim maintained professionalism. She stated she was not interested in beef or negativity, but made it clear she was hurt by how things unfolded. This shows her strength and willingness to rise above conflict. Even when it was personal, the legal troubles Lil Kim faced also added to her challenges. The perjury trial and prison sentence were difficult times, but she came out fighting. She used her experiences to inspire others and continued to produce music that honored Biggie's legacy and kept his memory alive. The drama with Biggie's estate is another important chapter. After his death, his mother Valletta Wallace took control of his music and legacy. Unfortunately, her relationship with Lil Kim was strained. The estate refused to clear samples Lil Kim wanted to use to honor Biggie in her music. This refusal wasn't just legal, it seemed personal. Many fans and insiders believed Valletta Wallace held a grudge against Lil Kim, especially after Lil Kim criticized the Notorious movie. Valletta's public insults against Lil Kim made things worse. She called Lil Kim a liar, an exhibitionist, and accused her of stealing. These harsh attacks made it even harder for Lil Kim to get the respect she deserved. Yet Lil Kim stayed strong and continued to push forward. Lil Cease's recent apology is significant because it comes from someone who was once critical of Lil Kim by admitting he was wrong and recognizing Lil Kim's loyalty. He helped rewrite the narrative. This shows how perceptions can change with time and honesty. Their reconciliation in 2019 was a healing moment not only for them but also for fans who had been caught in the crossfire of their feud. It symbolized forgiveness and the power of coming together for a greater cause honoring Biggie's memory. Lil Kim's act of attending Valletta Wallace's funeral is powerful. It shows she chose respect and grace despite the past pain. This gesture surprised many and proved that Lil Kim's loyalty and class go beyond personal conflicts. The story of Lil Kim and Biggie is also a reminder that celebrity lives are complex. Behind the headlines and rumors are real people with real emotions. Their love, struggles, and pain often get lost in the public drama. But these human experiences are important to understand. Lil Kim's legacy is now being revisited. Fans and experts are starting to see her as a pioneer who opened doors for female rappers. Her boldness and talent set the stage for future stars. And her story teaches valuable lessons about strength and loyalty. Looking back, Lil Kim faced unfair treatment, but never gave up. She fought for her place in a male-dominated industry, stayed loyal to Biggie, and survived public attacks. Her resilience is an inspiration to many. The revelations from Lil Cease offer a clearer picture of the past. They show that Lil Kim was not a betrayer, but someone who stood by Biggie despite the hardships. This new understanding helps heal old wounds and sets the record straight. This story encourages us to be cautious about believing rumors or one-sided stories. It teaches us about forgiveness, growth, and the importance of looking deeper. Lil Kim's journey shows that people can change and relationships can heal, even after years of pain. In the end, Lil Kim and Biggie's story is one of love, loyalty, pain, and redemption. It reminds us that life is rarely black and white. People are complex, and understanding their full story takes time and empathy. Lil Kim's strength in facing her struggles, forgiving her past, and honoring Biggie's memory is a testament to her character. Her impact on hip-hop and her legacy as a trailblazer for women in music are undeniable. As more people learn about the truth behind the rumors, Lil Kim's reputation is being restored. She is no longer just the subject of controversy, but a respected artist and loyal friend who faced life's challenges with courage. The story also shines a light on the difficulties female artists face in the music industry. Lil Kim's experiences show the need for more support, respect, and fairness for women pursuing their dreams. Through her music, performances, and personal actions, Lil Kim has kept Biggie's spirit alive. Her dedication to his legacy shows a deep love and respect that goes beyond words. Lil Cease's words remind us that people make mistakes, but that loyalty and honesty are what truly matter. Lil Kim's story teaches us to look beyond the surface and see the human side of celebrities. In conclusion, Lil Kim's journey with Biggie is a powerful story of loyalty, hardship, and strength. Despite the pain and challenges, she remained true to herself and to the man she loved. Lil Cease's revelations help us understand her better and appreciate her for who she really is. Her story is a lesson in resilience, forgiveness, and the power of truth. It encourages us to be kinder and more understanding, especially when judging the lives of others. Lil Kim's legacy will continue to inspire future generations of artists and fans. Her courage to face the truth, fight for her place, and honor her past shows what true loyalty looks like. As we reflect on this story, we see the importance of giving people the chance to tell their side and the value of forgiveness. Lil Kim and Biggie's story is a reminder that behind every public figure is a human with a story worth hearing. This continuation adds even more depth to the story. Focusing on Lil Kim's resilience, the industry challenges she faced, and the importance of forgiveness and loyalty. Let me know if you want the full script formatted into specific sections or if you'd like me to proceed with SEO titles, descriptions, and tags.